complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Scantling well, and he produced a new career high in receptions and nearly in yards as well. One of football's best deep threats. He seems tailor-made for this offense, and he gets them a first down.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. This defense for the Vikings, they certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
What was that? What was that?
Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Yo, I literally hear them like talking.
So important for them.
Like, no.
Helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Play action now. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson.
Did you see that move? Holy.
Almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge. I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely in midfield. And credit the tackle to Theo Jackson.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 4-yard line.
You should have seen how I set up that defense, man. That was elite.
They got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. That's laid out deep for Rice. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
What?
And they'll get this well past
How did he just push off my guy?
Stopped just before the 35.
Wow.
A big pickup of 38.
Literally just push off my guy.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The man literally just, I had to pick a line and then literally.
Throw caught by Rice. Gave a glimpse of his power that time.
Now, who is Rice?
And then brought down at the 30.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Too bad he signed a 7-year extension,
now.
so
second down and 3.
He's locked up.
Now here's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside.
Who is
the 10
Rice?
To the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the
Who
field?
is
It's taken
Rice?
them
I
no
need to
time
know.
at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
Lean with it, Raul.
And the
With it,
Chiefs
lean
have
with
taken
it.
a 2-touchdown lead now.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll
Don't worry,
send
we've
this
been down
one away.
14-0 before. This is nothing.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We can easily come back. Easily. So, just chill, shawty. Just chill.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
I saw the Cowboys destroy the Giants last night.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
Bro.
Chris Jones on the stop. The Vikings 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. That man is going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Terrell, you lost to Alex Soto? Oh, Lord.
From the red zone now, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
I know Ronald did not lose to
Here's 2nd and 10.
freaking Franklin.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
That's crazy.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go play action. Cousins. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Joseph's got it. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
We gotta get another stop. Oh, it's take time to get this thing.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
Oh, that should have been a pick.
In a lot of ways, because
That should have been a pick.
Motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for KC. 71 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime
Wow.
for this defense.
He didn't drop that?
Absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
He'll try again. And this time he will score. Touchdown, KC. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield.
That's fine, bro. That's fine. We can still come back. No worries.
It hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Okay, this could be it. This could be it. This could be the turning point. Let's go!
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Play action, Cousins. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to find
Yo, that's a pick.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled in, both ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
For starters, watch your mouth. Second, watch the video. Third, we're gonna come back.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history.
What?
That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Right there, bro.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. And here's Ryan right now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. James now to return. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And Marcus Davenport, former Saint, in on the stop there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
$2,000 if I'll change my name to Exit Spotter.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Easy, easy. Attack. Come back. 15.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
I have.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your
touchdown.
What a dot. What a dot.
Justin Jefferson, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback receiver
don't need pass command. I'm getting pressure without pass command.
Adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I don't know why y'all think the game is over. The game's not over. I have plenty of time to come back.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
My fans have seen both my
premium in the
records,
first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The clout you're chasing right now.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a toss left for Pacheco. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And shutting him off now open field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
This is where the comeback begins.
2nd and 12. Mahomes now to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No
that should have been a pick,
he did not
bro.
keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
In motion, the tight end, Kelce. Mahomes going to throw. That is caught.
How is Barnes going to beat by Rice?
Down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Pacheco, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
This man really
Back
chewing
at the
clock,
5-yard
bro.
line now, 2nd and goal. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. They'll try and run with Pacheco. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down.
Oh, I tried to freaking...
Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Open man is Osborne. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Play fake. Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Aaron Robinson.
Wow.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, To watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Yellow.
In motion right is Tony.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, 57, 57, Collins, 57, Collins. Hold him right there. Yellow, yellow. Hey, yellow, hey, go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Hey, we're good.
Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Cousins now to throw on 1st down.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Cousins again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Cousins.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yikes, well, we took the L because they had a decent game. Almost had a decent game as well. They running the ball, spamming running back. Unfortunately, you know, yeah, I gotta see who was this. I gotta see his card because he was going crazy. Jefferson with 2 tubs. Let's see. I gotta get Jordan Addison and Jefferson the ball. Let's see. I thought he was a safety. Let's see. Yeah. Good game, boss. Could be better, but make sure y'all subscribe. Like this video, even though we lost, we took the L. Just continue to like the videos and share this channel and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. I'm out.